First off, I want to thank the brave men and women who work behind the wall. I want to thank them on a national level because their job goes unrecognized.
How do they try to turn a guard?
Well, correctional officer. Sorry, I apologize. But correctional officer.
How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tear Talk, and today we're going to discuss the importance of family. I think yesterday, after having that discussion about nerves, I want to balance it out by discussing why we consider ourselves a family behind that wall. I think that's a very, very important topic. So when we get back from our sponsors, that's what we're going to discuss. The importance of family. Guys, if you haven't, the show Tear Talk's for you, you brave men and women that work that front line of correction. So please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. I stand by for our sponsors.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Thank you for listening to my sponsor. You know, the Academy is the first time we get that level of trust being built between us and our Academy mates, if you will. The instructors build that us versus them mentality, and it strengthens the solidarity of the group, and we hope to take that with us behind the wall. And it's needed. That family mentality is needed, and I'll explain why. Once that cell door shuts behind us on our first day, we are vulnerable, and we know we're vulnerable, and we're looking to the left and right to see who has our back. That's the case. Who has our back? Just like those senior officers are looking at us, we're looking at them. And because we're kind of in that desperation mode, kind of in that survival mode when that cell door closes, plus the us versus them mentality that's been promoted at the Academy, that level of vulnerability that we have is only balanced by that family mentality that someone's going to have my back if something happens. It lifts me out of my state of vulnerability. It does. And we're in desperation mode, so we're forced to blindly trust people because they look like us. They wear what we're wearing. And again, that's something that should be encouraged by the Academy. And that's what kind of makes it different for first responders. I kind of trust you at first, unless you later prove otherwise. And that's what kind of makes it a little bit of a unique situation for us. You've earned my trust because you wore that uniform. Don't do anything not to earn it. Don't do anything to take that trust away. The family mentality also motivates us to respond to a code, because everything else in us is telling us not to go. What are we, a fool? Why are we running to that? Well, that's my brother there. That's my sister there. I have to run because they would do the same for me. It compels me. It motivates me to run. It goes beyond any type of direct order that any supervisor can give. That family mentality, it motivates us to respond when most people would look away and run. So that family mentality definitely helps with us responding to codes. I also want to mention, when it comes to corrupt officers, corrupt staff, you have to remember something. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're vulnerable. And I'm giving you a blind level of trust because you look like me. You're wearing the same uniform. You go against that trust. That means that you're putting my life at risk. That means that I got a family. I may not be able to get home to my family because of the choices that you're making. And that's personal. And when an inmate chooses to manipulate, their number one thing is to divide and conquer, separate us from that family. Separate us from that mentality that we have each other's back. So the importance of family behind that wall comes from the fact that we're vulnerable, and that kind of balances it out. The us versus them mentality that starts from day one, that blind trust we have unless you prove otherwise, and just the fact that at the end of the day, you're the one that helps me make it home. That is the key. That is the most important key. So I like that family bond. It goes way beyond anything you could ever imagine. It's what keeps me in this profession. Because even at this point, if I was given an opportunity to travel out, I still would say no. Because I'm not going to leave my family behind. As always, guys, the show is Tear Talk. Please, if you haven't subscribed, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. All right, guys, stay safe.